Viewers and subscribers, please make sure to subscribe to Saga News TV and give a like and share, because if you don't, you will miss out a lot of news.
The St. Catherine North Police have named 4 men as persons of interest in connection with a fatal shooting that occurred in Garden Pen, Spanish Town on Friday night, June 6. According to Senior Superintendent Upton Nicholson, the incident took place shortly after 9 p.m. along Taylor Lane, where 2 men were shot by unknown assailants. Both victims were taken to the hospital, where one of them later died while undergoing surgery. The second man remains in serious but stable condition. The man being asked to turn himself in are Mikey West, otherwise called Asian, of Garden Pen address; Jamar Daly, otherwise called Jelen or Diamond, of Diamond Avenue in some city; Shane Love, otherwise called Alpha Dog, of Garden Pen address; and Andre McDonald, otherwise called Baby Boy, also of a Garden Pen address. Police believe these individuals may be asked to assist them with the investigation and have requested that they report to the Spanish Town Criminal Investigation Branch CIB by 6 p.m. on Saturday, June 7. We believe these men can assist us with our ongoing investigation. We are asking them to turn themselves in to the Spanish Town CIB. Without delay, SSP Nicholson said. Anyone with information is being urged to contact the Spanish Town CIB at 876-984-2305 or speak with the nearest police station. The investigation remains ongoing. A man was killed in St. James in an early morning home invasion on Friday, where he was also robbed of an undisclosed sum of money. The deceased has been identified as Ezra Parker, a 35-year-old excavator operator from a Spring Garden address in the parish. According to the St. James Police, at 2:20 p.m., Parker was at home when armed men invaded and demanded money. They took the money, after which they opened gunfire before leaving. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. His death come at a time when the St. James Police have made a serious dent in murder in the parish. Last month, only 1 murder was recorded in St. James. The St. James Police charged 2 teen boys with the offense of housebreaking and larceny, following an incident in St. John's retirement in the parish on Tuesday, June 3. Reports from the Mandville police are that at about 7 a.m., the complainant securely locked his house and left. On his return at about 5:10 p.m. that same day, he found the gate to his property and the front door to his house open. Further checks revealed inside the house to be ransacked and $150,000 were missing from a jar, along with several items from the kitchen, amounting to a total of $20,000. A report was subsequently made to the police. Both boys were shortly arrested and charged. After review of video footage from a camera on the premises implicated them, a court date for both is being arranged. 2 men succumbed to injuries they sustained in a motor vehicle crash that occurred on Saturday morning along the Lilliput Main Road in St. James. The deceased men have been identified, but they are said to be foreigners living in Jamaica. Reports are that a Mazda Demo motor car with 4 passengers and a Mazda Premisi were traveling in opposite direction. When they collided, both vehicles ended up in a ditch. When they came to a halt, the collision occurred about 4 a.m. near an ongoing construction along the road. Firefighters were summoned, and on their arrival, they found the 2 men unresponsive. They were taken to the hospital, where they were later pronounced dead. The other passengers suffered injuries, but their conditions are currently unknown. The occupants of the other vehicle, which included an infant, were also taken to the hospital for treatment. Additional charge have been laid against a 26-year-old Travis Grizzle, otherwise known as Baguio, of Mount Pella District, Sandy Bay, Anova, and Campbell Lane in Kingston, in relation to a second shooting incident in Anova on July 31, 2024. He has been charged with possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition after he shot at a man in Regina L District, Sandy Bay. Reports from the Lucy Police are that at about 12:30 a.m., Grizzle, 31 years old, Howard Campbell, and 29 years old, Horace Regine, also of Montpellier District, entered a man's house and opened gunfire at him. The man ran and managed to escape injury, after which he made a report to the police. Grizzle, co-accused, were apprehended and charged with shooting with intent and using a prohibited weapon to commit a felony, and charged on August 15 after being on a run for several months. Grizzly turned himself into the police in the company of his attorney on June 2. He was charged 2 days later after he was pointed out in an identification parade. He is also facing charge of shooting with intent, possession of a prohibited weapon, and using a firearm to commit a felony. After being charged on June 2 in relation to another incident on Barnes Lane in Hanover on September 2024, his court date is being arranged. A man succumbed at hospital on Friday night, hours after he was stabbed at a bar in Willowgate Plaza in Mandville. Police named him as Jamaica Campbell, 22 years old, a resident of Mayday District near Mandville. A police report said Campbell and a 23-year-old man were at the bar when an argument developed on the second floor of the plaza, during which a pair of scissors was used to inflict stab wounds to the victim's neck. A senior police source and business people at the plaza said the altercation reportedly was over who should connect to a Bluetooth speaker for the playing of music at the bar. Campbell ran and collapsed meters away on Manchester Road. Sources say the victim sustained multiple stab wounds. The suspect was immediately arrested near the scene. He has so far given the police a caution statement. 69 years old Patricia Bird, a retired of Cedar Grove, Mandville, Manchester, has been charged with simple larceny following an incident in Knockpatrick in the parish on Thursday, June 5. Reports from the Mandville police are that about 12 p.m., Bird went to a woman's house to ask for some oil. While at the woman's house, Bird reportedly removed $50,000 from the woman's bedroom. A report was made to the police and Bird was arrested and subsequently charged. A court date is being arranged for her. Sleuths attached to the Trelawney Police Division have laid gun and ammunition charge on a Trelawney mechanic after executing a search warrant during a target raid at his home on June 3. He has been identified as 33 years old Devon McIntyre of Friendship, Wakesfield. Reports from the Falmouth police are that on the above mentioned date at about 5:30 a.m., the police, armed with a search warrant, knocked and attempted to enter McIntyre's dwelling. He reportedly ran from the front room to the back and threw a brown grocery bag in the backyard. He was subsequently apprehended and the bag was retrieved. The bag was searched and a Taurus 9mm pistol loaded with a magazine containing 3 9mm rounds was found inside. McIntyre was charged with possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition after a caution statement and an interview. 20 9mm cartridges were seized on Red Hills Road in the parish on Friday, June 6. Reports from the Red Hills police indicated that at approximately 10:55 a.m., a police team acting on information conducted a national coordinated roadblock. During the operation, a premises was searched and the ammunition was found hiding inside a house. One man was arrested in connection with the seizure. Investigation continued. In another operation, the Arbitrary Criminal Investigation Branch (CIB) seized one Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 14 9mm cartridges, following an operation in Jackshill, Papine in the parish on Friday, June 6. Reports from the police indicated that at approximately 4:55 p.m., law enforcement officers were investigating the area when a premises was searched. During the search, the firearm and ammunition were found. No arrest was made in connection with the seizure. Investigation continued.